welcome to Studio Lab. It's a new year here at UWS, and what better to start the year off with our brand new Deputy Manager and Manager of UWS Radio, Katie and David. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, congratulations on your new role. Why was applying for the role and getting the role so important to you?
Do you want to get this off?
No, you can, Station Manager.
Okay, so as Station Manager, getting the role was just a big CV opportunity, I guess. It looked good, but not only that, it means I can make a difference to the radio station that is in the education that I'm in, and it means I just get more experience with managing a team, managing schedules, managing websites. Do you want to add to it?
I mean, yeah, for me anyway, it was a great opportunity to get into the studio and get more involved with the management, sort of side, like you said, and put our ideas into it, and not only be able to do that, but also get it to work, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Being able to put that in and implementing it, I think that's the better word than putting it. It was kind of my idea behind it.
And what are you both most looking forward to in your new role?
Just making a difference, just trying to get more people involved within it, and just growing people's confidence, I guess, within different roles. Trying to get people to realise that radio isn't what it's made out to be, and it is actually still evolving. And yes, radio, as some people might say, it's not as popular as it used to be, but believe me, it is still a big part.
And David, for you?
For me, I mean, I think I'm really looking forward for our plans coming out this year. I mean, we can talk a wee bit about it. It happens every year, sort of thing. It's a 24-hour broadcast. Planning's already went underway for that. It's possibly going to happen a wee bit earlier than usual, but we are looking forward to that. And it always seems to bring attention to the station every single year.
And how did each of your journey into the radio industry start? Katie, I know you've got a show yourself as well. And what does radio mean to you? Why is it so important to you to be in the industry, and how did it start for you?
Okay, so I'll start for the first question, and I'm basically in 4 community-based radio stations, 2 of them being one Lomond Radio and one Lomond Country. And I present a Katie Country show every Saturday, 12 till 2. I've done that for 4 years now, and that's just been an amazing opportunity. It's opened doors that I would never have expected. That shy girl walking into that room would never have expected to be here right now. And then I do Avondale Radio, where I present vibes and releases show, so it's all about the new music, up and coming songs, and then and then obviously UWS Radio, I manage that and present on that now and again, so it's good. So that's where I started, and in terms of why I wanted to get into radio, it was literally just because I was so shy in front of a person. Being behind a microphone just gave me my voice, and it just opened up a new opportunity for me, I guess.
And David, for you?
I mean, for me, like Katie, I came into radio through Lomond Radio, and got a show on there with breakfast, and then moved to lunch, and now I'm on my own personal show called Saturday Sounds. Really, I think what drove me into radio was probably my family. Let's say radio went through the blood. My uncle worked for Clyde. He was director in there. My dad done some stuff for West FM, who used to be based here in Ayr. So he done some stuff. My Uncle Brian done lots of stuff as well. And it just felt like a road that my dad introduced me down under, and that's now sort of where I went. So very much families went down that way.
And why did the radio industry appeal to you? It's such a fast-paced industry that, a lot of people don't really know much about. Would you say? I don't.
Yeah.
Radio's probably just something that people think, oh, they turn the radio on, but there's more to radio than just that. So why did it appeal to you to come into the industry?
I'll let you start this one, Will, I think.
Well, I mean, radio's always something that's in a family household. It's something that a lot of people actually connect to. You might not really realise it yourself, but a lot of time when you're in the car, you'll have your radio on. Yes, you've got people, I'm sure lots of people are watching this and in this room right now will just be in the car with their Apple CarPlay and stuff. But 9 times out of 10, you've also got a radio on, even if you walk into a cafe, if you go somewhere else, like even on a building site, you will always have a radio on somewhere. So you might only have maybe, let's say, 100 listeners. That could be 100 radios with 100 listeners as well. So overall, you're getting like hundreds and hundreds of listeners. I don't know if that answers your question, but
Yeah, totally. And Katie, for you?
Yeah, I think like it brings it does bring family together, and it brings like a community together as well. So a key show in particular is like what was it called? Ken Bruce's, is it Ken Bruce?
yeah.
Radio 2, right?
Say that again.
For Popmaster.
Yeah,
Radio 2,
Popmaster.
yeah.
I feel like that show brings like so many families together. If you're stuck in a massive traffic line, for example, on a road, then probably every single car behind you is probably tuned in at that 10:30 that day, tuned into Popmaster, and it just brings so many families together. They can have a bit of fun in the car, and I think like that's what radio is all about. Just having a bit of fun, and just a person behind that microphone having a laugh with the audience. It's good.
And I think radio's got so many bits to it that you could say is a favourite, but if you had to pick one, David, start with you. What do you say is your favourite thing about radio?
Oh, where do I start? I'll go quite technical in a way, sort of thing. I really like the fact that radio is actually a skill. It's the way I like to think about it. Radio is something that it can be taught, it can definitely be worked on, and it's definitely something that can be improved. But to be in radio, you need to have a certain skill. Like, it's all great with television and stuff. You can actually see exactly what it is. But to become a radio presenter, especially, like, I'll take football commentary, for example, you need really good description for that. And a lot of people, like in the deaf community, in the blind community, I read apparently a lot more of them will turn on the radio rather than the football commentary because they're more descriptive on radio than it is on TV.
Katie?
Ask me the question again, sorry.
What's your favourite thing about radio?
Just the fact it brings a community together, like with my last answer, like it brings families together, and it just, I don't know, it just gives a sense of like community and music and the fact you can just have a laugh and someone out there will just relate to you.
Yeah, so many connections within the radio industry altogether as well. If I had to ask you about someone who inspires you within our radio industry, who would you say it is?
I would say Robin Richford from Capital Scotland, because I've spoke to her quite a few times. I've done work with her in the past, and she's just so inspiring. The fact that she moved literally down to London with hardly any experience and just started a new life, worked up her social media, and just got in the radio industry that way. I just think that's like just incredible, and I just think it's so inspiring.
What an inspiring story. And for you, David?
I mean, it's a tough one. I can look at it in a way on who's probably helped me and who's probably been a mentor for it. Would probably have to be a lot of the captain team like Robin, but pretty much Fat Bistossi. He's been great help for like, advice and stuff. Whenever we've seen him, he's always been really helpful to answer the questions. So I would have to say him.
Great. And for you both, what is a highlight of yours since starting your own show on the radio?
Just getting out in the community and doing live shows outside. Recently I was at a balloon festival and I was broadcasting live on a community-based radio station, Avondale, with a guy called John Collins, who he does his own stuff, and it was just a great experience working with like a co-worker, and also just like getting that buzz, that feel, and being able just to talk about it on radio. I think that was one of the highlights. And then another highlight, I would say, if I had to pick two, would be I did like a course with Clive One, Bauer Media course, I think it was called, something like that. And it was a 6-week course. You got to see all the Clyde studios, got to meet fantastic people, and just seeing how different people want to go into the industry through like social media, through like just when they've come from business, they just have seen radio. Like, it's just, people's stories is just incredible.
Love that. David, for you?
What was you asking again? Sorry.
Like if you had a highlight, for example, of something you've done in your career so far, what would it be?
Oh, I think it's a no-brainer for me. It'd probably be Nathan Evans interview. Me and you both done
that
it.
was good, yeah.
Just before, like, just before he's basically became quite big. Just after Heather on the Hill came out, we got the opportunity to be able to interview him, and I think we both thought it was a small shot, but we were worth a try. And luckily, he was kind enough, as well as some of his managers, to allow us to give it a quick 5-minute interview.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's such a brilliant one.
Yeah.
So just finally, if you had any advice for future radio presenters, what would you tell them?
Just to get your name out there, just to keep growing your confidence. It's not easy, it's easier said than done. But my advice is just wake up one day with the attitude of, do you know what, I can do it. And if anybody tells you you can't, just go do it and prove them wrong.
Wow. Wow, Katie,
That's what I'd say.
powerful stuff. David, what about you?
Probably not as powerful as that, but I would just probably say get involved. Anything, even if it's the smallest of wee things. Definitely get out there, go do something, even if it's just a wee thing with a Zoom recorder like you now see all over TikTok. People going up to crowds outside OVO Hydro, speaking to fans of whichever artist they're away to see. Just do random wee things like that, get involved, especially in community, and just go about doing stuff. You just need a mic, and then go about, put it on social media, and get recognised. It's a great way.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant stuff. That's all we have time for. Thank you so much for your time, you two. Thank you for joining us here in Studio Lab. We've started a brand new year here at UWS, and these two are a perfect way to start off the year. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.